And so I'm just really pleased to be part of this and do whatever we can to help. And thank you very much. Welcome to Shadow Hills Church.
Thank you. We want to thank the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power for funding this program. We also want to thank the Brewery of Sanitation for their support.
We live in Los Angeles, so what does that mean? We live in a desert where there's very little water. We get 53% of our water from them. They transport it from up north, and everyone knows that costs a lot of money and a lot of energy. 35% we get from the Los Angeles Aqueduct in the Owens Valley. 11% is groundwater from the water table that we collect and pump back up. At the turn of the century, with all this water, with all this concrete and all the freeways and buildings, less than 50% of the water goes down into the ground. So what happens to the rest of the water? Well, it hits your roof, picks up dirt and pollution, goes down the storm drain and into the ocean, and that's polluting our oceans. In the San Fernando Valley, we have something called the San Fernando Basin. It can hold 500,000 acre-feet of water, but as you can tell, it's completely empty. Or we can build something called a bioswale. That'll intercept the water that's flowing down and let it percolate down into the ground and fill up the water table, allowing us to pump it back up and recycle it.
We can conserve energy by reducing consumption, and that's like, taking shorter showers and not running the water, those kind of things. But in LA, more than half of our water use is in landscaping. So if we use rainwater instead of potable, drinking water, then that would conserve the drinking water. This is why we want to use rain barrels, because this is used to capture and store rainwater, so that in between rains, when you need to water your plants, you can use the rainwater.
To install a rain barrel is really simple. So what we have to do, what we did here, we remove this piece from the gutter, and then we add the elbow right here to make it to go, the water goes to the rain barrel. As soon as it's full, you can attach it at water hose, and then we can use the water to water plants. This is two different kinds of rain barrels. This is as a string to keep the leads away from the water, so we can have clean water from the plants.
Is look at, the next rain event, look at where the water is flowing, and once you have the area of highest water flow, you're going to want to mark it out. The other thing you want to consider too is there's two major types of soil. This here, we've got some really nice, silty, sandy soil, and the San Fernando Valley has a lot of that. Other parts of Los Angeles have this stuff, and this is really heavy clay soil, and water does not penetrate it very well. The silty sand is great for the water penetrates it pretty quickly. So we've laid out this geotextile fabric. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put another 9 inches of the native soil down. So what we're going to do here, though, we're going to put in about 4 inches, and then we're going to put the plants, and then we'll put the rest of the soil around the plants. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to create a depression, and that's really the most important thing. We don't want to fill the native soil back up to the level of the grass. We want to leave a depression, because that's going to give the water an area to soak into the ground. And so we're putting that down. And what I'll do is I'll get the plants ready. And now, the pasture she chose rosemary, and it's a rapid growing, pretty tough plant. So now, as a finishing touch, this is going to serve a couple purposes also. The plants that you put in, you can use a mulch. This is actually a bark that can be used. You know, it's available, readily available. You can use tree chippings. You know, if you happen to know a tree trimmer that has some tree chippings, he can give you. And now we're going to put a layer of the mulch on top. Yeah, you can fill it all the way up to the level of the
whole scoop in there, and we just bought a lot of ground with stuff, so this would be really easy to do it.
So Jeff, what is the soil that you have here?
The first soil that you can run into is clay soil, and it binds together. The particle size is very small, and it sticks together. So the water does not penetrate it very well. So if you have clay soil, you need to dig as deep as you can to allow it to give the water time to soak into the ground. The second type, which is really prevalent in the San Fernando Valley, is silty, sandy soil. And this is very good because water penetrates it pretty quickly. There's like 4 different types of gravel. There's pea gravel, which is a very small particle. This is actually 1/2 inch.
Okay.
So there's pea gravel is smaller than this. And then 3/4 inch is slightly bigger. And then you've got 1 inch, which the rocks are. So we always encourage to use the bigger size gravel. Oh, because it creates more gaps for the water to flow.
Okay.
So the more gaps, the better.
Okay. So which one do you put in first?
You're going to put in you're going to excavate it out, and then you're going to put in the gravel, whichever one you're using, preferably 3/4.
For just for all of us at home, like excavate, could you like we dig a hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we dig a hole, and it can be in any shape that you want in an area where your water is flowing into.
Okay.
Your stormwater.
Okay. And then what do you do?
Then you put in the gravel. Usually if you excavate about 18 inches, then put in 50% of that will be gravel, so about 9 inches of gravel.
Okay, of this loose thick gravel.
Of the gravel, yeah. Okay. And then the rest can be either, if you have the clay soil, you're going to use imported soil, and if you have sandy, silty soil, you can use the native soil. There's a really wide variety of plants. You can use, there's blue fescue, there's a whole bunch of similar type grasses that are very drought tolerant, tough as nails.
Awesome.
The biggest expense for the city of Los Angeles is importing the water. So it's right now, I believe it's about $600 an acre foot for us to import water from the Owens Valley and from the Colorado River. Bioswales save us energy by reducing the amount of water that we have to import. And it takes a lot of energy to pump the water from such a great distance. A lot of the landscapes have been designed, the buildings have been designed to take the rainwater and push it into the storm drain because of the potential flooding in a heavy rain event. Working on this project has been great because I know as a DWP ratepayer that in the long run it's going to save taxpayers money in the future.
Hi, my name is Deanna Carroll, and I'm 15 years old, and I'm currently going to Hollywood High School.
Hello, my name is Miguel Cole. I'm 17 years old, and I recently graduated from Hollywood High School.
We just learned a lot about the different kinds of trees and about the environment and how to conserve energy and water, and it was very educational. We would go to like events and we would set up tables, and people would come out and they would sign up to get free trees delivered to them. And we did this because we wanted to decrease the use of the air conditioner. So we would give out the shade trees so people can have for their homes?
It's a program called A Million Trees LA, and we're trying to give out as many trees as possible. Well, the closer when you have more shade trees, it covers your home, which doesn't let the sun penetrate, so there's no need for any air conditioning because the tree is providing shade for you.
My area actually doesn't have any a lot of trees and stuff, and I do live in a neighborhood with a lot of concrete, so if I could just plan for a lot of people to plant trees in their homes and conserve energy so they won't use their air conditioning. We could plant trees. It would make the neighborhoods look nicer, and it would help the environment too. So that's a win-win situation.
We'd love a place where we could go to the park and see trees and just have a nice picnic instead of staying indoors all the time and just playing video games. With these trees and what we're doing out here, we have the opportunity to show people that there's more to life than just being indoors. Well, today's event, we came to the church to help build a bioswale. Basically what a bioswale is, it's a place where we can intercept water and allow it to percolate down into the ground, filling up the water table, allowing us to pump it back up and recycling the rainfall. It's really helping the environment, and it's helping us save money as a whole community. I think right now people are, with all the global warming and everything that's going on, I think they're changing their mind, and they believe now that we need things like the bioswale in order to save our planet. I learned a lot. It was educational. I made some money. And I could use this when I grow up. I don't want to have the worst lawn in the neighborhood. I want a nice lawn with grass and trees and make it look nice.
My name is Sonia. I work for the Hollywood Beautification Team. I'm 18. I'm enrolled on ADCC.
My name is Eric Mejia, and I'm 18, and I work for Hollywood Beautification Team, and I just graduated from high school.
I learned that just by turning a trash, bin, you could make it actually really successful. You could recycle water. I have never heard of anything recycle water. It's actually recycle cans or plastic things, but I have never heard of recycling water. And because of this summer job, I learned a lot, and I'm happy. Today's event was really awesome because we built this rain garden, and yeah, it was really successful.
Well, I have a bunch of trees almost all around me, so I kind of like seeing the true nature of in my neighborhood, so it's pretty cool. I get more shade. I see different animals inside those trees too, so I really like how they have trees, because different animals have a home to be in.
I live right next to Griffith Park, so there is a lot of trees. So yeah, it's really pretty outdoors. I like going to the park, running around. I don't need to be indoors and worrying about me being so hot or not having to turn on the AC, because there's trees all over the place, so I feel free. Good.
Not a lot of people experience the whole nature of trees and grass and stuff, because there's always cement everywhere. Near our schools, there's only 3 or 4 trees at Hollywood High School, so it's it would be better if it was filled everywhere with trees and stuff.
My job is to give out trees, also rain barrels to people. I think people don't really know about things like this, and they should, because it's our world, so we have to go green.